Hello everyone, it's me, DillysSims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Random Upload Day, also known as Wednesday. The day where I do anything I want, kind of like Speed Build Sundays where I build anything I want. But on Wednesdays, I just do whatever I want. See, there's the difference. But for the past 2 weeks, on this wonderful day called Wednesday, I have been working on a little project for a new series coming out. Let's look at my schedule so I can properly tell you guys. So, not next week, but the week after, right? Yeah, not next week, but the week after is my new series, which I will not be telling you guys until next Wednesday, because I don't want anybody stealing my ideas. And I needed townhouses, so I have been building many townhouses, and I have them all based off of the townhouses featured in San Francisco, because I feel like those are just so iconic and beautiful. But each house has its own unique personality. So the first house was, I want to say it's a very suburban DillysSims house, where it features a lot of, what does it feature? It features a lot of parenthood stuff, pets. That's a DillysSims trademark. When those two things come together, that's what makes a good DillysSims suburban build. And then the second one was very like boho hipster chic, I guess, even though there was nothing really chic about it. They have to like hand wash their clothes, ew. And this one, the third house, I have one more to go. I decided this one was going to be so different. Like, whoever owns this house has money. And I cannot stress that enough. They have so much money, because they just put a whole wall basically full of glass windows. And glass is expensive. I should know. I have an uncle who works in the glass company. Well, both of my uncles work in like construction, but one of them focuses, his company is all just glass. And I just wanted to be super modern, very colorful. It's not very colorful, actually, now that I think about it. It's very very artistic, but it's not colorful. It's very modern and artistic, especially on the first floor, where the living room is. It is so, like, modern. And maybe I think it's artistic, and you guys are gonna be like, no, this isn't artistic, Dylan, this is blah, 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 blah. I don't know stuff when it comes to styles of art or architecture. I know a little bit like Victorian, but that's it. So please cut me some slack. I am very slowly learning as I do this series. And unlike the other houses, they have this huge open space where they have that wonderful lantern that like goes basically 3 stories down. The other houses don't have that. I don't even know what I'm going to do for the last house. But if you guys can think of an idea for the last house, please let me know in the comment section below, because I would love to build the last house in a fun way that I would have never thought of doing myself. Because I feel like I'm out of ideas. I feel like I'm very out of ideas. But watch, I'm going to go in there and then I'm going to like start building. And what I've noticed with my building is I start building something generic, and then eventually I start thinking, this person lives at this house, they have this background, it's a, I don't know, it's a young couple with a family, or it's an old couple who lives here, or, you know, whatever the story may be. I end up coming up with a story. But by the time I like record, because I will start building it and I won't like record the voiceover of any of my speed builds for a couple of days. So by the time I go to record it, I already forgot what the story was. I forgot, who lives there. But I do remember I was listening to a podcast, one of my favorite podcasts of all time. I'm actually like re-listening to it. It's called Carry On, the Sex and the City podcast, which I love Sex and the City, so that's why I was listening to it. And they go like episode by episode of of Sex and the City, and they talk about it, and they like talk about differences now versus then. Like back in 1998, there were no cell phones. That's a huge thing all by itself. And there was no like Tinder. You actually had to get out there and talk to people. I don't know, I love that show. Did I stick with this sectional? No, I don't think so. No, I ended up making a different sectional. Oh yeah, I ended up making a sectional. Or am I lying to you? I feel like I made a sectional. Yeah, I did. Which I am gonna take the next couple of minutes to talk about why I am angry at The Sims for not giving us sectionals. I am so angry at The Sims for not giving us sectionals because I feel like we need it. There are so many times where I'm building a house and I'm like, oh my gosh, this would look so much good with a sectional. And I feel like many, and I stress many Americans, have sectionals. So it's like, I can't even like words right now. I'm so mad. We need sectionals because it is American. It is so American to have a sectional. So many people have sectionals. I have a sectional. My uncles, one of my uncles has a sectional. My friends have sectionals. Everybody, not everybody, that's a lie. Many people that I know have sectionals. And it would be so nice to have a sectional. And sure, you can like make your own sectional. I've made my own sectional many times with different pieces, different couches. I've even used the, what is that thing called? Those like single couches that came with pets. I figured that if you put them real close together, they end up looking like a sectional. Actually, one of my other San Francisco townhouses, the very first one I built, on the first story, it also has a sectional. But that one I made with the cats and dogs pad. So, at The Sims, where is my sectional? I didn't properly clap, but I want a sectional now. I don't want a sectional. I need a sectional now. I need not a sectional, multiple sectionals with multiple color swatches. It'd be nice to have it in white and black, but I need many color swatches and some patterns. I stress some because I feel like it's a lot easier to match stuff when it's solid colors. But that could just be me. That could just be me. But how are you guys today? Are you guys doing good? I'm good too. I have today off. Today's I'm recording this on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, which if you guys watch the game, I hope you guys' team won. I'm gay, so I don't like sports, so I didn't watch the game, obviously. I recorded The Sims. I spent my entire day recording. This is how I spend most of my Sundays, is recording. I recorded the 100 Baby Challenge, Soap Opera Legacy, Girls in the City. And speaking of which, Girls in the City is almost over. And it makes me like sad because I grew attached to these girls. I'm thinking about keeping them around and like playing in their world so I see them running around. But I don't know. Maybe, or I'll just get rid of them. I haven't made my final decision yet, but because what is it called? When this series is over, I have already came up with another idea for a new series, because this series, I think it's only going to last for maybe episodes. Maybe. So yeah, I'm putting too much work. Because how many weeks has this been? This has been like 3 weeks of building. So I've already put a lot of time building, and I know it's kind of ridiculous to put this much time into a series that's only going to be like 4 episodes. But, you know, maybe you guys want these townhouses for yourselves. They are very unique, for sure. This one and like the last build or townhouse, I really have loved building. This has been a new experience for me. I've never built anything like this, and I feel like doing it, like making individual townhouses or apartments, whatever, it's how do I put this? It helps you put yourself in another character's position, because you have to come up with like storylines for these characters. Who lives in these apartments, right? And it's not like I have anyone specific for these apartments, because I have one character. What's his name? His name's Dan Manywoman, but it's not like I know who all the other characters are. So I don't know which apartment Dan Manywoman is gonna live in. I don't know, but all I know is I'm having so much fun building this. This has been an experience. It has been challenging sometimes, because like this room, for example, I found it so hard just to find good color swatches that I liked. And I kept like going through, picking something else, picking a different thing, picking another thing. And then eventually I came up with something that I somewhat liked. Still, maybe not a room I would like, but it's very modern and I like it. Yeah, I have another 6 minutes of talking. Oh my goodness, can I do it? Yes, the answer is yes. Do I have any stories for you guys today? Oh, I want to talk about this on like a regular build. Like one of my 3 builds that I already do. Such as Speed Build Sunday, Floor Plan, or Let's Rebuild. Or I could talk about girls again. This is a bad voiceover. Me trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. Because when I first started, I would think, literally, I would write down what I was going to say. Not line by line, but just some bullet points. This is what I'm going to talk about. Yeah. Ooh, I should check to see what my math test was. Because even recently I had a math exam, which... Okay, I told the story, but I'm going to tell it again. Because I went into this exam, and I was like, okay, I know all the material except graphing. The graphing portion of the test, I know I won't understand because I just don't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it. And so I was like, okay, I got this. I had a cheat sheet. I was ready, right? I was so prepared. And so, like, I went into the exam. The first question was graphing, and for some reason that just like ruined me. I could not think properly. I just felt like bursting into tears and crying like a 7-year-old child lost at Walmart. I'm not talking from experience or anything. I was just so like lost, and like all of a sudden everything flew out of my brain, and I just felt like crying. It's so horrible. Felt like crying. And I'm hoping I at least got a C on this exam. I really hope I got a C on this exam. If not, I'm just gonna like, I don't know, study harder. Nothing ridiculous, but I'm just gonna study harder. A lot harder, because this is the last class I need before I transfer to a new college. But it's okay, guys, I'm still going to continue doing YouTube. YouTube has helped me a lot, because I feel like I stress myself out a lot, and YouTube, just building specifically, is so like soothing, you know? It's just, you know how people build stuff when they're stressed. I build on The Sims. Some people, like actually build. Some people do, I don't know what other people do that is a stress reliever. Because I feel like most people don't play The Sims, and my parents think it's silly. And when my mom says silly, she means stupid. She thinks it's stupid that I play The Sims as much as I do, but she doesn't seem to understand that it's just so relaxing. Like, it is so relaxing. I sit here and I build, and it's just like, so I escape to a different world, and I just am happy. Doesn't matter if I have a bad day at work, customers piss me off, my boss pisses me off. It doesn't matter, because I can come here and I can just get lost in building in The Sims. For Let's Plays, that doesn't help me. I like to do Let's Plays. I like to have my storylines, especially with Soap Opera Legacy. Let me tell you, Soap Opera Legacy has such a great storyline right now, so I recommend you guys watching it if you don't. But Let's Plays don't do it for me. They're not good for like stress relief. Maybe it's the idea or the practice of doing something creative that's stress relieving. I don't really know, but I don't know, something about building. And I know that this is the worst ending of a voiceover probably ever. Just going, I don't know, building, I don't know. I said I don't know maybe like 20 times in the past minute. But I'm getting close to the end of the video, guys, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Like, subscribe, comment, do all this fun YouTube things. Let me know what you think of this build. Let me know if you have any ideas for the last apartment. And screenshots are coming up soon, so I'm gonna say like, subscribe, comment, do all this fun YouTube things, and I will catch you all next time. Bye, everybody.